Hey guys and gals, Jim back here with a little update on my 1000 scale Defiant with lighting. I thought I'd come back and normally I don't do this. I just finish up the model after I show off what I did to it and all that, and make the base. Then I do a final video. But I thought I'd share with you a little bit about how I go about my bases. So first I decide what size I want it. You know, I want enough room. I got some switches, a couple switches to put on it and all that, and I got also a couple things underneath. So first I decide on the size of it. I pretty much my Ace Hardware carries small sheets of hobby plywood and all that, so I usually pick up my materials there. Menards, I depend on the size of the model. It depends. I base that on the thickness and stuff. This is 1.5 inches tall, plenty to fit my components, my electronics underneath it and stuff. All my models, I put my circuit boards in the bases. That way if something ever goes wrong, I can flip it over. My bigger models, I got covers under them to protect all the wiring if anything should get snagged. But all my models, the circuit boards are in the bases, so that way I can switch them out if something should go wrong with it and all that. So, but anyway, I decided on this, 1.5 inches. My bigger models, I might use 2.5 or 3. 1x3s or something, but just for more support and sturdy, like on my big enterprises and stuff. And also the size, varies and stuff. But I make them basically all the same. First I measure out what size I want my base to be, and I cut my piece of plywood, and then I make a base to fit around it. I miter the corners on 45s, slap it together just like a frame, make sure I got a nice joint. And if there's any gaps, basically what I do after that, I glue everything together, and I buy, I thought I had a piece around here somewhere. Evidently, I don't. But anyway, I buy different sizes. You can get these at Menards, probably at your hobby shop. They're just like little square. I think this is 3/8 square. I put one in each corner to brace it and everything. And then I glue some along the sides. I glue my centerpiece. Now, depending on the size of the model too, this might be bigger, thicker. On my bigger models, I do a heavier duty one to reinforce it, because this is where the support rod's going to come through and all that. So I brace it up. I've got a circuit board going in here, so I put a little strip of scrap plywood in there, so I got something to tie it down to. There's a couple little holes in the circuit board. I screw it down there with some little tiny screws. That way they don't pop through the top and all that. But that's pretty much what I do to the base. And then once I get all that done, then I flip her back over. And if there's any little gaps in here, just like a model kit, I fill in all the gaps with wood putty. And then what I'll do, I'll let that dry. I'll look to see where I got some more areas to fill. And I got a little bit of work around there. This coat's almost dry. I got a couple little cracks over there, because once it dries, it kind of shrinks up, just like when you do putty work on a model. So I'll fill that back in with a little bit more putty and let her dry. Then I'll take and I'll sand down the whole surface. I'll decide. I usually take a router and I give her a little decorative edge and everything. And then sand her down again, sand the corners, make sure there's no sharp edges. And then I'll go to it and I'll drill my holes for my switches, and I'll drill my holes for my center rod. But I just thought I'd share how I go about making my bases. It's nothing fancy, nothing expensive. It probably costs maybe about $3-4 to make a base like that. So, but I prefer my own bases over the bases. This gives it a lot more stability too. A lot of times those round 2 bases, they give you a base and the model's way bigger than the base, and it could tip over if it's bumped the wrong way, where this gives it more support and everything. I usually make them big enough if I want to put some decorative like lettering, like say Star Trek, USS Defiant, or Deep Space Nine I'm thinking about doing. I haven't decided which route I'll go on that, but that's just a little bit. And then on the side, I got my switches and stuff. And on the side, this is the plug-ins for my 12-volt power packs, the female jacks and stuff. On the side, what I'll do is I'll drill a hole someplace in the back of the model, what would be the back of the model, and I'll stick this in from the inside, where it just pretty much sits flush and all that. I plug it in, unplug it and stuff. Being this has got quite a bit of lights, it's running on 12 volts, If it had 1 or 2 LEDs, I'd probably try to do it on 9 volts and make a little battery compartment inside of there. But This is going to run on 12, so I'm going to go to full route with my female jack and all that. But I just thought I'd share this a little bit so you can see if you want to make your own bases. There's nothing really difficult about it, you know. It doesn't have to be perfect and all that. And this is just a piece of scrap plywood I had laying around, and it happened to be pretty close to the right size what I wanted, so I just made a frame for it and stuff. And I do a lot of other wood crafts too besides hobby modeling and stuff, so I've always got some extra wood and stuff like that laying around in case I want to do something else, build something else. And sometime I'll give you a couple video. I'll give you a video on a couple of the wood projects that I used to do, different crafts I used to do. I used to do a lot of scroll saw artwork and stuff like that. Once in a while I still pull it out just to play around and create something new or something to hang on the wall or make something for somebody, a gift or something like that. So but till the next time, hope this was helpful to you, and I'll be working on her the rest of this evening, and hopefully tomorrow sometime I got a finished video on the finished model, all lit up and on the display base, and ready to move on to the next project. So till that, then, you guys take care. Thanks for watching all my videos. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks to my new subscribers. Thanks for hitting the like button. Thanks for all the great comments you guys been leaving me. And again, out to my buddy Trevor. He's way overseas over there and all that, but we got to become good friends. He's been following these videos one after the other and stuff. Sometimes I hardly get a chance to get them done and posted, and he's already leaving comments and stuff. But if you can, go check out Trevor's channel, Ostrich Longneck. He's a really great modeler and stuff, and he's a pretty cool guy. So just overall, so thanks a lot, Trevor, for following all these videos and stuff, and hope you're enjoying it. But I'm just hoping mine comes out as good as yours, buddy. So till the next time, you guys all take care, and if you got any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and we'll be seeing you next time. Okay, take care, have a good evening, and we'll talk to you. Bye.